name is Robin Lambert, I'm 19 years old and living with cerebral palsy, but you guys know me as the T-Rex, and you're watching My T-Rex Life. Okay guys, growing up with a disability in the kind of family dynamic I did always led to some really hilarious moments. As an adult, I kind of look back at a lot of situations that I got into because of my disability and the type of family that I had, and I just find them so hilarious and entertaining. And as I've gotten older, I kind of realized that this is, a common experience that a lot of disabled people share. And then also that if someone, in the media realm, like a TV director or a writer, could get a hold of a story like this, they could really turn it into something that was hilarious and, relatable and heartwarming. And recently I've been watching a lot of disability-related TV shows and films, hoping to find something that would really hit that chord with me. And while there have been some really great ones out there, there hadn't been something that had totally blown me away. But recently I watched the pilot episode of Speechless, and let me tell you, it left me without words. Only joking, it left me with a lot of words. That's why I'm here today about to do a review. For me, the pilot episode of Speechless really hit the nail on the head. It took all of those experiences that I had growing up with a disability and all those kind of weird relationships that I had with my family because of my disability and managed to round them off into a lovely package that was just freaking hilarious and so relatable and just got me right in the feels. They managed to pack so much into this first episode that I think they've covered a lot of ground already, and I'm just so excited to see where this show progresses to and how it develops. But today, I didn't want to, give you any spoilers because I really want you all to go watch the show. If you haven't heard it, I'll link the trailer down below and also try and find the first episode on Amazon for you guys to watch down there. But as for relatability, it managed to cover things like inspiration porn and the infantilization and patronizing nature that people, have when talking or communicating with people with disabilities. It covered the way that companies and organizations tend to, strive for the bare minimum when it comes to equal access. And then really the highlight of the show was Minnie Driver as this crusader mum that will, do anything to see that her child is treated fairly. And possibly one of the greatest things about this show is that the main character who has cerebral palsy is played by a young actor with cerebral palsy, so it's probably one of the most authentic and natural feeling disability kind of stories out there at the moment. And I think it really does it in a way that doesn't alienate anyone. I think this is really a show for people with disabilities, but that is also going to engage able-bodied people and show them, how absurd some of the challenges that we face are and how easy it would be to just be more inclusive as a society and just get rid of these silly issues that people with disabilities face every day. Now, going back to Minnie Driver, she plays this mom who, will totally do anything to see that her child is treated fairly, and she will not stand for anything less than that. But sometimes she can kind of get caught up in the whole craziness of all that, and that is something I totally related to. Growing up, my mom was one of my most prolific and most fierce advocates. And as a kid, I would get in some situations and I just think, oh God, Mom, please do not make a scene here. Do not, get all crazy and just try and sort this out. It's fine. I'll just put up with it. I'll deal with it. It's okay. Looking back now, I am so glad that she had that mini Hulk inside of her that would stand up for my rights, because I've been able to achieve so much on the back of that, and I would nowhere near be the person that I am today without her advocating in such a cray-cray way for me. We have such an awesome relationship now because of that, and because of the way that, she was able to understand me as a disabled person so well. And I think it's just hilarious the way that they've presented this in the story, you know, like on the surface of things, she seems absolutely mental, Minnie Driver. You're like, she is just over the top. But then as the show progresses, you see how necessary it is for people to be so fierce in their advocacy, and, you know, to see the kind of sacrifices and things families have to make sure that people with disabilities are treated fairly, even when some of the challenges, like I said, are so absurd. The biggest sort of challenge that's portrayed in this show, which I believe is my biggest obstacle as a disabled person, is people's perception of me as a disabled person and of disability in general. We get to see through certain characters, like his original aide and you know, other teachers and things at the school, how patronizing and how, you know, ultimately disrespectful people can be to people with disabilities, because they do not understand the capabilities of disabled people. You know, and I've had experiences when I've been younger where I've been like, dude, I'm disabled and I'm at the shops, I'm not Jesus and I didn't just walk on water, it's really not that special, but thanks so much for your belief in me, and, you know, I'm so glad that I was able to brighten your day. And then again, like with the access, we see how the access ramp for this school is the trash ramp, and how that really doesn't serve any human dignity to a person with a disability. And like I said, it just shows you how absurd these things are and how essentially easy it would be for people to change if they were willing to educate themselves and they were willing to invest in this. It's a show that shows us about our priorities. You know, the school has a planetarium and other things, but like I said, doesn't have really an equal access ramp. It's the trash ramp. And it's just funny. And I don't think that it plays too heavily on stereotypes either, which is awesome, because a lot of disability narratives do. And like I said, you know, it does pick up on these things that we kind of share as a minority group and the experiences that a lot of us have, but it doesn't feel overplayed or like it's drawing from things that are, you know, too thin. I just think it's really cleverly done, and that everyone should go see it, and that the cast and the writers of the show should be praised, because I haven't personally seen anything that quite lived up to my expectations as high as this has. Like I said, I'm really excited to see where it goes, to see what other areas it delves into, and to see what other kind of notions it tackles. But like I said, I really advise all of you to go watch it, because I don't think you're going to be disappointed. And then let me know your comments and your thoughts in the section down below, because I'm very keen to hear what all of you guys think of it. Let me know where you think it could improve, because I'm sure there are areas that it could improve in. Maybe I'll touch on them in another video, but let me know also what you think it did well. But most importantly, guys, remember to stay shiny, because I love you.